Brilliantly realized dive into the male gaze and that desire to be seen, to be the one, to be the muse, and that haunting feeling of those we once had, where we were once the subject until the story changes. Really great insight into that feeling of seeking, of looking for new, that enticement that drives people to look outwards instead of discovering themselves, I suppose. Just some musings of what I got from this. Really gorgeous cinematography and interesting shots from both the characters' viewpoints. And I really loved the storytelling element to bring it all together. The way to frame his journey with the fictional, a very mythological feeling to the heightened drama, the interesting mother relationship, and the location. Really well executed, and I loved that it left so much room open for interpretation and the viewer's own viewpoint or projections to permeate. Hence, all of my theories of what I gathered from it. So I really much appreciated this piece, and I thought there was a really keen sense of sophistication.
We get this extreme close-up of the art. Even the opening sequences from a photographer's point of view, it's some very interesting camera angles in this piece. Um, this film presents a lot of complex emotional performances and really beautifully artistic shots. One that comes to mind was the silhouette shot of her with the sunlight in the background during the dream sequence. It was really, really beautifully done. And there were several shots in this film that I just thought, oh, this whoever's shooting this is a really interesting art.
The drama, the story in this is so well developed, going back and forth to the point where at times it gets confused, a little confusing about what reality we're in. Are we in the past or in the present? Because they start blending together, much like it is for the main character. He seems like it's blending because he wants Zoe so bad, but his mother's always going to be in the way. It's one of those things that he has to come to grips with. Does he get rid of mom and find Zoe or another girl, or stick with mom? It's sad. It really is, because there's probably real stories like this, but it's a really gripping storyline. It going back and forth and how this man is struggling, and it has phenomenal conclusion where you think he's finally going to get her and he wakes up, which is cliched, but it actually worked at this time, in this particular instant.
Fixation on a past love. He can't get her out of her head, despite the fact that he's moved on. He's in a new relationship. He's seeing somebody else, but he ends up running into his ex, and she is all that he can think about. And I think it's pretty common to, come across someone that's had such an impact on you in such a way in a different part of your life, to then, have a chance to reflect on the relationship and see what can continue, what you bring with you, and what you can't get over sometimes. But as life puts it, life happens, people change, people grow, people get into new relationships, and they will be fought against all odds. It is known for true love to prevail, after all.
Really like those close-ups on the canvas. Those are both sensual and mysterious. They offer a very interesting plot, cool performances, and the lighting in all the scenes is absolutely fantastic. I like how we find out about the meaning of this clever title, centering on delusion and daydreaming. It is very revealing, understanding where it came from, and just learning about these unhealthy and unexisting boundaries with this mother and Ran. Great costume design as well.
The performances are well done. It contains dramas, it contains emotions, and it can help tell the themes of the short movies pretty well. why people are reconnected over and over from the past into the present. And I love that the person is very like well done. It's kind of like came from like a feature like project, and it makes me want to see more and more after this.
What set this film apart for me were the stunning visuals, such as the softly lit dream sequences, the eerie close ups of paint/blood, and the sound effects, such as heavy breathing, were so effective for creating an ominous mood. I thought the storyline was very well crafted, and the quiet, subtle performances of the main cast members were just perfect for this introspective piece.